Hello, this is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. I'm here today to do a quick post review on a diamond painting that I completed in, I think it was June I actually completed this. Possibly I finished it early July. Yeah, and this is one that had sat in my stash for a really long time because I originally bought it November 2021 for Black Friday in Diamond Art Club's Black Friday sale. And then I did ultimately destash that one and then rebuy it in order to get consistent drills, because I didn't really enjoy the phase of Diamond Art Club's Drill Evolution where they were starting to phase in the uniform 13 facet square drills, but they still had a lot of 9 and 13 facet drills. So the grids were a bit wider to allow for the slightly wonkier 9 and 13 drills, more inconsistent rather, and therefore the 13 facet drills could be quite gappy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, because maybe you came to Diamond Art Club more recently than I did, then don't worry about it. But basically I rebought it to upgrade the quality of the kit because I loved the image so much. I wanted to be able to really enjoy working on it. So let me show you what it looks like. Oh, here it is. So this is by the artist Mad Art Studios, and Diamond Art Club has had quite a few of theirs over time, but I'm not sure if they have many at the moment. I know a few have been discontinued, including this one. So here it is. It's a very abstract, brightly coloured style, and I just love it. I love the sort of Dr. Seuss-like houses. I love bright colours to work with, and I really enjoy abstract art in diamond painting form. It's a thing I've commented on several times before, just how contrary I am, because in real life, as it were, if you take me to an art gallery, I'm not a big fan of modern art and that kind of abstract style that you sometimes get there. But in a diamond painting, I really enjoy it. So yeah, this artwork was one that I remember seeing back then a couple of years ago and just instantly saying, yes, I have to have this kit. It is 56 by 74 centimeters, so it's a kind of medium-sized painting, and it had 63 colours, which actually going back to when it came out was a pretty decent number because they didn't tend to used to have as many colours as they frequently do now. There were 5 ABs. Can't count numbers under 150. And there was quite a lot of them actually through the kit. So I really enjoyed just the whole thing from start to finish, to be honest. I had a little blip in the middle. So yeah, I was really enjoying it. It was relatively blocky in places, no mega confetti, so it worked up quite quickly and I was really enjoying it. And then I did have a little blip in the middle where I suddenly got a little bit bored and thought I'd like to do something else, and I kitted up a very small snack size round kit and thought I'll do that and come back to it. And I think I lasted on the other kit for a day before I was sort of, the allure of this one just pulled me back in a little bit because I'm kind of off round kits, but also because I sort of thought, what was I thinking? I'm not bored of this kit. I want to get back to it. I'm enjoying it. So I did. And, you know, in the end, I mostly worked on it the whole way through. The drill quality, I remember thinking was pretty decent, particularly given that this came out, well, this restock when I rebought it would have been quite early on in Diamond Art Club's evolution of their drills. So they went from a mixture of 9 and 13 drills, as is typical in all leather shops, to all 13 facet drills, to all 20 facet drills. And this is one that has all 13 facet drills. And to be honest, I really enjoyed this style. It was a little more prone to trash than the 20 facet drills, but I do like the effect of these. And I find they fit together really well and you don't get that kind of pointy effect. So I enjoy working on kits from that era where they had tightened the grid so they fit very snugly, which is super important to my enjoyment of it. But yeah. I had on my notes that the black drills were strangely okay, and then it was other colours like orange that were strangely full of trash drills. I think as I went through the kit that changed a little bit, and there were times I struggled a bit with the black drills. But I did have enough. I had enough of every colour to finish the painting and didn't run out at all. I often find orange drills are quite trashy. Anyone know why that is? Because I think black drills and other dark drills have the reputation of being the most prone to trash. And, you know, that's definitely borne out a lot of the time. But I often find orange drills can be strangely rubbish compared to others around them. You can see all the ABs for it. So there's like orange ones all up here and through here and up in that corner. I mean, I don't know if you can see actually. I'm just going to try and do this so you can get an idea of how much it's glimmering, because there's sections of AB drills everywhere. There's some purple ones, more orange. There's some lovely pink. There's purple. There's green. Yeah, really, really glowy and pretty. Oh, and some yellow ones at the bottom. I think maybe one of the things that made me feel a little bored and have that break for, you know, a day is that a lot of the colours are quite evenly spread out through it. So sometimes it felt like every new section I worked on, it would largely contain the same colours. And it doesn't look that way looking at it, but that was how it felt sometimes. So it just felt like I was reaching for the same colours in every section. And I'm very prone to getting bored. It doesn't take much to get me bored. So I guess that might have been what affected me. But like, it actually doesn't look like that when I'm looking at it. So I don't know where my head was at working on this. One thing that was less than the usual standard that I expect from Diamond Art Club on this kit was that it's the first kit I've ever had from them where I had a few patches of quite blurry printed symbols on the canvas. It wasn't a big deal. They were always, I could read them fine, particularly by working them out from what was around them. And they were quite small patches and it wasn't a big deal. So I haven't mentioned it to Diamond Art Club. It's you know, an old kit that's no longer being produced anyway, so they don't need to be aware for future runs or anything. But yeah, that was a little surprising just because that's not what I typically expect of Diamond Art Club. And yeah, I don't know what else to say really. I just really enjoyed it. It's a shame it's discontinued along with a lot of other Mad Art Studios ones. There was another one that I was really tempted to buy for a long time, but it was a bit too similar to this one, so I held off on it. And then that got discontinued and I do wish I'd bought it now. But I've done a couple of theirs and I have a mystery kit of theirs that I cannot wait to do one day actually, because being me, I know what it is because I always look at mystery kits first. And the picture is amazing. I love it. So abstract and bright colours and just fun. It's called Abstract. I'm not giving anything away there. I think it's called something like Abstract Ocean. And I did one that was like, it was all reds and oranges and like swirls and that kind of thing that I did for my husband to put on his wall at work. He asked me to do it. That was about 2 years ago and it's still in our house. But yeah, I really rate their artwork and I do hope that Diamond Art Club brings out more of it in the future and that they're not done with it now. Because yeah, it really appeals to me. And I think to a lot of people, because I don't think I'm alone in really liking the bright colours. And someone did say when I sort of unboxed and kitted up this, that they didn't really kind of get the artwork. They didn't get what it was doing. And I can completely get why she felt that way, because I don't either. It's just that's not something that I personally need to have in a diamond painting. Maybe because I don't really hang them on the walls. I've got one on my living room wall and that's it for my house, because I don't have enough wall space. I don't have a big house. We have other pictures and artwork up that's kind of for all of us rather than just being for me. So most of them just go in a portfolio. So I suppose that's quite freeing in a way, because I pick what diamond paintings I'm going to do just based on I really like the look of it and I think it would be fun to work on, rather than thinking, well, I don't really get it, so I don't have anywhere to put it up in my house and therefore I'm not going to do it. So yeah, I don't get it either. I'm sure there is a meaning behind it, but sometimes there's not, and that's okay too. And I quite like that. I like the randomness of art and the idea of an artist just sort of painting what they feel. So yeah, there it is. Home on the Hill by Mad Art Studios from Diamond Art Club, now sadly discontinued. I'm going to pan over it quickly just so you can see it all up close, but I will say goodbye now. I won't come back to you. So if you have enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like on it, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel and you've liked what I've done here, please consider doing that too. I will hopefully see you next time, but yeah, stick around while I pan over this so you can see its glorious colourful beauty a bit more up close.